Okay, so I have a good idea for you to do at home whenever you're bored. So I'm going to show you how to make these fish. So what you're gonna need is you need any colored paper, and you need scissors, and you need a marker or a Sharpie or glue or tape. It doesn't really matter. So what you're gonna start off doing is you can just take a normal piece of paper and you wanna fold it in half like this. And then that is just so that you can, because you need a square piece of paper. So then you fold this here so that you have this crease and this is a square. And then you want to take your scissors and cut this bottom half off. So now that you have a square piece of paper, you want to make it a triangle, and then you want to unfold it so that you have this line down the middle, and then fold it like you're making a paper airplane. And then you want to unfold it and make it a triangle again. And then from starting about here, right next to each other, you want to make a ton of little cuts so that they're right next to each other. This part, you just want to do it down the whole back, and then you want to leave a little bit of extra space at the bottom. And you don't want to do it too short and have the other ones all the way long, or else it might mess it up whenever you play with it. But I can't get this one to work. Okay, there we go. And then you just need to cut down the whole back. Doesn't matter if it goes into the other half, but you want to cut along this crease. And you don't want it to go further than that, or else it'll mess up the design. So then, once you've gotten it down to about, right about here, you can stop. I'm gonna go a bit further. You wanna stop about there so that there's some extra space. And then what you wanna do is you wanna take these and fold them open, and then so that you can have it like that. And then what you wanna do is you wanna take this flap, whichever's one gonna be on top, and you wanna just take some pieces of tape, and you can make the little loop, and then you can spread it out. You wanna take a few pieces or one really long piece. I'm just gonna take a couple little pieces. And then after you get the tape on, you only need it on one side. And then you want to take this side and fold it over this side so that all of these are folded in half with the crease so that it looks like that. And then you want to take whatever color you want to do for the fins, and you want to fold the piece of paper. You can fold it in half. And what you need to do is first you need to, I'm just going to cut a little square here. And then I'm going to fold it in half and then make a little heart shape. And then, so now this is the size of like a fin. So then you want to take another piece of tape, make it fairly small, and then you want to tape it onto the bottom of it so that it looks like a whale tail or a fish tail. So then it's on the back. And then with the rest of this paper, you want to have it bigger, and then you want to make like a big, long, you want to make two big fins, but instead of having it like one big thing, you open it up and then you cut it in half on the crease in the middle. And then you want to tape the pieces of tape. You want to cut a piece of tape and flip it over. And then you want to take it and make it so that it looks like fins or arms on the side. And then you want to do that in the same place on both sides. And they don't have to be perfect, but you want to make them look as good as you can. And then what you want to do is you can keep this pointy or you can keep it straight, or you can like cut a curve around it and like that. But then what you want to do is you want to fold it down and draw some little eyes on it. And you can put little eyelashes. And you want to do that on both sides. If I can fold this over again. Like that. So then you have your two little eyes. And then you want to take, this is going to be like the tongue. And then you want this to line up with it, so you can fold it a bit shorter and then cut it down. And I don't need all of this, so I'm going to cut it there. And then you want to make it line up with this. Actually, that wasn't cut enough. So then you want to make a tongue shape. So then you fold it, you cut it so that it makes the curvy shape like a tongue. And then you want to take some tape and put it on the bottom of that. Or, it doesn't really matter which side because they're the same shape. And then you want to flip it over and put it on the inside of it so that it looks like a tongue. And then you have a little fish. And you can play with the stomach. This one I made it kind of small. This one works a lot better. And you can play with the stomach so it looks like fish scales. That's what the cuts are for, to make it look like fish scales. And yeah, you can have that. You can make it at home. And I hope this was clear enough for you to listen to.